can hear ourselves. Let me turn it down off the TV too. Yeah. There we go. I think that's balanced enough for you. And squeaky chair as I adjust here. Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's time for the Thursday hangout. I hope you're ready. I hope that you've had a good day, a good week so far. It's just about over and we are on to the weekend pretty darn soon. Let me switch to that screen share. Make sure my camera is on and you guys can see my pretty face. Hi, hello, welcome. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be here. Now, when I say back, because I was here last week, but I feel like we're still getting back into the swing of things. And I would just like to say, besides a couple of weeks that I've either had surgery or was ill or was out of town, so I couldn't do the stream, we've done the stream just about every Thursday. So I would just like to say, for someone who hasn't been super consistent with the channel, pretty darn proud of myself that we are rolling into the 5th month of the year, being pretty darn consistent with this. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the Thursday hangout so far, and we're gonna get back into the Friday game corner. That's gonna be great. I got some new games that I realized I had the Steam codes for that I haven't played that are Lego related, and so that'll be fun. I'll put that in a community poll for you all to see what we're gonna be playing tomorrow. So that'll be really fun. Now, should we go ahead and get into the contest? Contest. I hear, Mr. You've been talking to a certain clicking. It's about collab. Care to share, or is it hush hush? I don't know if it's hush hush. It's not hush hush on my side. It is. I was invited to be on the podcast on their regular show on Clickins regular show. So I'm excited about that. Should be in a few weeks, actually. Yeah, I think in a couple weeks. I need to confirm with him because I told him I was going to ask Mr. Cafe if we had anything on that Sunday. And I don't. So I'm available. So yeah, I got to make sure I confirm with him and let him know that I'm all good to go. So yeah, it should be a good time. I always love conversing with Lego people. Typically, 99%. Let me just say that there have been a few people who have been rude AF with that veneer of fake friendliness, and that's just catty high school stuff. So whatever, everybody else has been pretty darn cool, pretty darn chill, and so I'm excited to hang out on the podcast here in a couple weeks. What else has been going on? Number one mod. Hold on. Sounds like Neji is eating. I hope she's actually eating and not doing what she might be doing. She's been pretty sick here lately, Neji the Hedgie, and it's really been hurting my heart. I'm sorry to go really high and then really low with the mood, but you guys know I've had Neji for almost 3 years. She's I would say 2.5, but her birthday's in August, so the baby's almost 3, and they don't live that long, but I want her to get as many years as she can, and I'm fingers crossed that we can get her to 6 years old. But with her being sick lately, it's been kind of difficult. So we're not giving up on her, but all I know is you didn't make it. Okay. But yeah, so hoping that Neji is all right, and we can get her to 6 years old. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of nervous with her birthday coming up, her 3-year birthday. But Neji the Hedgie, she's loved, and hope that she's doing well. Ben, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. How's your week been? But let us discuss. Let's discuss what we have come here to talk about. This is a suggested topic from someone in the comments, and I knew about this contest over on Lego Ideas, but I wasn't too sure how many people were interested in it, or if I wanted to cover the topic. But someone requested it. Of course, we are a Lego channel, so we cover Lego things, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I like the 80s. Was not born in the 80s, but I've always had an affinity for it. This is If We Could Turn Back the Time, which I think is a lyric from a Cher song. And I only know that because of Kitchen Nightmares, the show. But this contest is in the expert review. You were an 80s baby? Yeah, it's a good time. It was, at least what I perceive. It was a good time. The 90s were also a good time. 2000s, I don't know, like maybe I'm just in that nostalgic era of my life. But anything before like 2010 was pretty darn cool. It just feels that like, dang, there was like some good stuff going on. There's a lot of bangers for music. I feel like the music nowadays is trash, and I definitely sound like I need my AARP card now. Like I sound elderly, trashing on music nowadays. But it's music nowadays typically it's not hitting for me. But anyways, the contest is in the expert review period, and there's been some I guess noise about this one because it actually was delayed. Ready Player One has it right. I think so too. Ready Player One, and so many others. Just, I don't know. They just make the 80s seem really cool. But although the review period, or the expert review period, has been extended, we're gonna go ahead here as experts, dive in and see if we can spot the winners here. You know, which ones we think are the coolest. Excuse me. So let's just read a little bit about the contest, see what it was about, what you had to do, the prompt. Okay, we're talking leg warmers and big hair. This challenge is all about the 80s, regardless if you were around in the 80s or not. You know what, I got music for this. Let's switch it up. Oh, is this song? Darn, and that song isn't even a part of the copyright free music at all. I don't know how that happened. We started out with the copyright free, but we're gonna roll it back, and there we go. Maybe that one. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Oh, Let's do this. Okay. So we'll put on some synthwave while we're talking about the 80s here. Regardless if you were around in the 80s or not, I was not. There are so many iconic TV shows and movies from that era with a huge amount of nostalgia and the chance to become a Lego Ideas fan designer. Could you build a submissions that, I guess one submission, could you build submissions that celebrate these shows and films using good old Lego bricks? So I guess you could do multiple submissions. Is that correct? There must be a retro show or film you love from that era that inspires you, a cult classic, something from your childhood, or an old school action packed adventure. Nice. So, had to be. Oh, you could. Okay, nice. Oh, maximum 5 entries. Sweet. So, here's what the winners are going to win. You have the DeLorean. You have Seinfeld. Was Seinfeld around in the 80s? Could have sworn that was like a 90s, early 2000s show. And then Tron. Why is Seinfeld thrown in there? That seems a little weird. Okay. Here we go. Let's, we're not going to read the fine print. Nobody reads the fine print. We just hit accept. Okay. First up, of course, a classic. And we're sorting here by, most popular. Alright. Oh, wow. Seinfeld started in 89. So I guess technically it's an 80s show. Let's look at this first entry by Delusion Brick, The Goonies, 1985. Mr. Cafe and I just watched Goonies. I would say probably just a handful of months ago because Mr. Cafe had never seen the Goonies. And of course, as someone who is cultured, I had to show him what was up. And if you have never seen the Goonies, please, I believe it's on Peacock or Amazon. Just do it. You won't regret it. It's such a feel-good family movie. I think it's technically PG-13 or would be considered PG-13. There's a curse word or two. But this is awesome. Like, I like how the ship is also all these different scenes within the cave, which is technically like the sewer. Some parts don't hold up, but it's very charming. Oh yeah. What would you say doesn't hold up though? Tell me in the chat, cause I'm interested. It was pretty good to me. Maybe the treatment of Chunk. Oh, I see. Yeah. Data he was written like one-dimensional. I could see that, yeah. And then dang, what's this guy's name? It's not Chunk. The guy who goes, "Hey, you guys." That one. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but just watch Goonies. Thundercats. Sloth, thank you. Now, because I was not around in the 80s, I didn't get to see Thundercats as it came out, but I was blessed with cable. As such, I had a boomerang, which allowed me to watch shows like Thundercats, Josie and the Pussycats, the Mr. Min Show, which is a weird one, the Smurfs, Snorks, yeah, right? Snorks, which was basically Smurfs underwater in the sea. Um, why was that a thing? I don't know. But Thundercats is awesome. Um, they are dope. If you haven't seen Thundercats, you have to see at least 1 or 2 episodes. Okay. Um, wait, where's Mimra? That's the villain. It's not in here. But I don't know. I feel like we maybe could have gotten something else, but this is dope. I like how they were able to capture the vehicle, and you could put Lion-O in it. Oh, you put everybody in it. I feel like they had very uninspired names. Um, like, was it Chitara? And I want to say this guy's name is Pantera, but I'm pretty sure that's like a death metal band. So, Panthero, Chitara, Tigra, Wily Cat. Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Yes, the twins. I do remember them. Yeah. In the Thunder Tank. Interesting. I would love to get Thundercats minifigs. Let me just say that. Just as far as the set completely, I'm not in love with it. I am liking the Goonies one more. Oh my gosh, the Labyrinth. Yes. The Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies of, I want to say of all time, because I've just seen it so many times. But it's just great. You know, I even bought a Fushigi ball so I could try to hand juggle like what's his name? Jared in David Bowie. It wasn't actually him hand juggling, but like from the movie. And when I had a Zune, you know, that's maybe aging myself, before, like, it was around the time that there was like a struggle between Microsoft and Apple, like for media players. I had a Zune. I didn't have an iPod yet. I had music from the Labyrinth. So to have this immortalized in Lego form would just be, oh my gosh, they did such a good job. This is really cool. And for those who may not be aware, Jim Henson also does the Muppets. So Jim Henson, someone correct me if I'm wrong, is it's a puppet company. So that's why he also does the Muppets. The Dark Crystal, I think, is also Jim Henson, and the Labyrinth. This beauty is done by Colonel Candy, or Colonel Candy. Pretty sure it's Colonel Candy. But that's awesome. Hopefully the stairs are movable. Let me see if there's another. No, it's static. This is cute. It's a little bit more micro scale. Maybe Lego will choose this one. Yeah, we got the Smurfs. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I feel like that's a 90s movie. I have that one on VHS. Will you Smurf me? Okay. This is cute. I don't think they'll choose this one. Yeah. I don't know which Smurf this is. It's like a generic Smurf, but Smurfette. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's not. Oh, it came out in '88. Really? I don't. That's not a movie for everybody. I will say. Oh, somebody saw this in the theater. This is cute, but I think it doesn't align with Lego's family friendly. So, unfortunately, I don't think this one's gonna make it. Let's see. Under the Mountain. That one looks pretty cool. But we're looking for something different. You know what? Because this is different, I think something like according to or in connection with Bob Ross. I think that one would do really well. Just looking at, we have, I don't know if it's confirmed, but we have Rumors of the Mona Lisa. We had Van Gogh's Starry Night that came out a couple years ago. And so Bob Ross, The Painting of Joy, would probably be a really awesome one if Lego could get the estate to release the rights. But actually, if you guys have seen the documentary like I have, Mr. Ross actually did not receive much of any money, and all of the stuff that is being sold with his name on it now doesn't go to his family, I believe. Like, somebody took over the rights to his name usage as far as like for art and merchandise and stuff. So that's actually really sad. But if there is a way to kind of pose as tribute towards Bob Ross and his legacy of painting and spreading joy, then I would support this. This one is by brickheadz, and look at these just tiny happy trees. A little cabin. I love it. I love it. And it would be nice to get an official Bob Ross. I'm pretty darn sure we haven't gotten a Bob Ross. Yeah, that'd just be really, really cool. Oh, and this is a print. Yes, yes, yes. That would be cool. So here's the thing. There's 308 results of these. These are the top ones. And is that from Spaceballs? Which is also a great movie. Spaceballs is also one of my favorite movies. Wow, why do I have a lot of favorite 80s movies? I would watch this movie so many times because it's hilarious. Maybe watching Spaceballs so many times made Star Wars so unserious for me. And maybe that's why I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. That could probably be it. That, you know what, that's like doing some reflection. That's probably definitely it. But the Lone Stars Eagle 5 from Spaceballs by Right Side Up Productions. Yes. You know what? Having this chosen, and we'll have to go back and see the timeline because I don't recall. I know the expert review ends on the 26th. So, of course, we wouldn't get this anytime for this May's release. But having this maybe come out next May, alongside of a bunch of like Star Wars May 4th releases, would be great. It would be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen Spaceballs, watch it. It's hilarious. you'll have a good time. Yeah, just ludicrous speed. Yes, yes, yes. If you like comedy and just absolutely silly comedy, do it. This one is very pretty. From The Princess Bride, this looks really nice. Of course, E.T. I would like to see something that Lego does that's just something we haven't seen before. A Honey, I Shrunk the Kids would be fantastic. Also really enjoyed that movie. Princess Bride in like a book form, but we've seen that. I think they would love to do E.T. Especially because we've already have seen the characters. Right? We've gotten at least E.T. I recall from Dimensions. So that would be really awesome. Kiki's First Delivery. That's an 80s movie as well. I remember watching that all the time with my sister. That was one of her first animes that she's ever seen. And she loved it. So, and you guys know I'm a huge anime fan. So, anything anime. Pink Panther, I think, could have a really good chance because it's just so family friendly, so well known. The Goonies. But if I had to say, like, my top choices, because this video is already very long. I would say, like, especially now seeing the Pink Panther, it's just so family friendly. And so many people know it across generations. The Goonies, there's been a couple here that's Goonies related. E.T. is another great one that I could see them choosing just because it just has transcended generations. Because everyone who was like growing up and has good memory of the 80s was, I guess, considered more, I would say Gen X, but some older millennials. And then you have young millennials like myself, and there's a ton of Gen Zers who, and I've even seen like kids as young as like 8 who's technically like Generation Alpha, know about like 80s songs and 80s movies. So anything that transcends that that generational line, I think is a good chance for Lego to select here. But you guys let me know what your favorites were down in the comments below. We have until the 26th for there to be the expert review. Maybe we'll come back, not as a video, but just during a stream, talk about the crowd vote, maybe who I voted for. And yeah, but let me know who your vote is for down in the comments. Some of these review videos get so long, and that's just because I could just stare and chat and dissect all of these projects, and there's so many. What's up, boss man? So I hate that like they're longer videos because I've noticed that for Lego, at least, just like in the section of Lego, short is king. It's short king summer over here, and people just love shorter content when it comes to Lego. And other sections of YouTube and whatnot, there's long form content is king. So we'll see. Did you guys have any favorites though from the contest? I would love to chit chat about it. Also, please, you don't have to stop chatting while the recording is going. You don't have to do that. We're still streaming, chatting, hanging out. It's a Thursday hangout, so we're just gonna act like normal. But you guys let me know how you're doing. If the music and everything is alright. There we go. That should be a little bit louder for you guys. Synthwave. Honor of talking about the 80s. Mr. Cafe loves synthwave. Let's actually, I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna go back to lo-fi. What's hi-fi? I might try hi-fi, because it sounds like high five, and everyone loves a good high five. My buddy, the exterminator, is here to do the outside. We have so many trees around here, and we live by the lake, so it's just kind of recipe for disaster. Plus, we have, I almost wanted to say we have a farm. We don't have a farm just yet, but we have like fruit trees, and we're trying to build a farm, and plants, fruit plants. We don't have any veggies yet, but all things that attract other creatures that also love fruits. Yeah. But here's something that I saw recently, today, and I saw I wanted to talk about. I saw it and I wanted to talk about it, because it's just so crazy, and I always love when Lego kind of like transcends. And I've said that word a lot today, but goes outside of the little scope of just us. So when it comes to like stuff on the aftermarket or investing, and unfortunately when you have something that a lot of people want to invest in, spend a lot of money in, you're gonna get people who also want to steal it. There's always gonna be bad actors, and I'm glad that some of the stuff has been recovered. Now, I haven't read the article yet, but I'm wondering if since it's $300,000 worth of stolen Lego sets that were found in Southern California, was this from that kid who was who he came home and like all of his Lego stuff was stolen? I wonder if this is his, like, because I don't think he ever recovered his stuff, right? That's just scary. It's awful. Oh, maybe it's not his stuff, because some of this is like, this is pretty darn new. So maybe it must have been a store, or maybe this is from someone's house. Like, this is wild. So let's go ahead, get into it, because I gotta get this story straight. I gotta see what's going on here. A few days ago, California, oh my goodness, it's California, not Florida. Thank goodness, because people are always talking about us. California Highway Patrol serving search warrants in Los Angeles and Orange counties discovered $300,000 worth of stolen Lego sets. Yo, Cliff, what's up? We're talking about nearly $500,000 worth of stolen Lego. Hold on. I thought Neji was making a weird noise. If you guys weren't here at the beginning of the stream, Neji the Hedgie, my hedgehog, has been sick, and so I'm trying to keep an eye on her, make sure that she's all good. The investigators state that the sets were stolen from retail stores. Okay, I'm glad these weren't like someone's personal collection. Target, and resold to unsuspecting buyers. Now, there's no way to typically track this stuff, except for I guess just the UPC. But as a buyer and someone who's on Mercari or eBay or whatnot, you have no way of telling if what you're buying is a fell off the box special, so to speak. And I mean, there are ways. Typically, the way that you figure that out is if it's still available at retail, it's new in box, and it's also cheaper than retail. Like, that makes no sense, especially if it's significantly cheaper, because that person does not care if to make more than retail. They just need it gone, or they can sell it at retail. But if it's too good to be true, it usually is, and that's how you're gonna get a fell off the truck special. 4 people were arrested and charged with retail theft, grand theft, and conspiracy. Conspiracy to commit what? Like conspiracy to commit another crime, or just like they were tinfoil hat peeps? I need to know, because if it's a crime to be a conspiracy theorist, then don't look at my Google searches. Just kidding. But it's fun to kind of think of like, okay, what if? Are the aliens out there? Was this person abducted by aliens or whatever? But conspiracy, I need to know more. But these are some pretty nice sets. Like the Rivendell set, isn't that like $500-600? I know the Lion Knight's castle, that's like $300-400. Oh my gosh, multiple Rivendells. Oh, it's some older, it's not really older, but the pirate set, based off of those figs, that has to be the Daily Bugle right here. The what is this? The Lighthouse Ideas set, the Atari sets. Like, this is a lot of money. I mean, obviously $300,000 worth. Of course, tons and tons of Star Wars, because that's what everyone's investing in. And just a side note, if everyone's investing in it, like Beanie Babies, maybe don't do that. Unless, like I said, if you can get it as a discount or something, and then you can sell it at retail or a little bit over once it retires, now you're making, a few bucks on it. But once you calculate everything else, shipping fees and all of that, are you really making much? That's it. You know what? We're gonna go to the original article, because I want to know more. Oh, here's
the Lego sets were
okay. Hold on, we're gonna watch this. Let me turn off Spotify just for a brief moment here, so we can hear what's going on.
Massive retail bust uncovers about $300,000 worth of Legos. The CHP says that the Lego sets were stolen from stores like Target and Home Depot, Lowe's as well. 4 individuals in LA and Orange counties were arrested yesterday in connection with the heist. The Organized Retail Crime Task Force booked these suspects for a number of things: organized retail theft, grand theft, conspiracy to commit a crime. Authorities say the suspects intended to sell the Legos to people who probably never knew that the goods were stolen.
This is like its own little store right here. Gosh, Lee. That's something.
Check this out, new dining options.
Oh, no more news. That's the news. Home Depot. They sell Lego at Home Depot and Lowe's? Or maybe there were like other things here. That's just so wild. 44 years old, 39 years old, 47 years old, 35 years old. Like, these are grown people stealing toys. I don't know how low you can go. It's just, what a shame. We covered not too long ago the Lego, or not Lego store, it was Bricks and Minifigs that was theft. They dealt with theft, or robbed. They were robbed twice, I think, within the same year. So it's crazy. At least this was from retail stores. Still not good, but my heart broke when it's from like a small just local business guy trying to make ends meet. But this is wild. So much. I'm sure there's a ton of people on YouTube who also have maybe $300,000 worth of Lego in their basements, in their garages, because there's a ton of people who also stock up on stuff like this. And if it's $300,000 worth, like, retail cost, imagine how much this would go for if it was retired. I like thinking about money, and so it's an intriguing thought. How would they know that it was stolen Lego? I guess because some of this stuff looks like it's still in the boxes, like the back store, back room. Also, hey Macro, like your Target box or whatever, the stuff that's shipped in. Yeah, and I guess by scanning it, once something is stolen at a store, it gets they call it like shrinkage, and so there's a way to track that those UPCs or UPC codes are missing. Yeah, nice. I'm glad you're able to catch a afternoon stream. Well, it's technically the afternoon, but it's evening for me. But yeah, so that's the way that they're able to determine that this was actually stolen. So it wasn't stolen from people, which I'm glad. It was stolen. I'm not glad that it was stolen from large box stores. We don't want anyone stealing, but it wasn't stolen from like anyone's home. It was stolen from retailers. So hopefully they're able to recover it. And at this point, can they sell some of this stuff? Because like I think some of this is not available anymore. Like the Wonder Woman 84 set, I have that one. I don't think that one's available anymore. It's retired. The Ideas Lighthouse, I think that one might be retired already. A-Frame, I think, is also retired. I see it over here. So, like, if it is returned to the stores, oh, you know what? I don't think this stuff ever goes back to the store. When items are recovered, like, from a crime, what happens is the police take it, they catalog it, and then it gets sold into police auctions. So if you are anywhere in the Southern California area and you can sign up for the police auction, keep your eyes out. Okay, keep your eyes out, because you would probably be able to get a ton of this Lego for pennies on the dollar. Police auctions always have cars, they have jewelry, which is unfortunate. Like, they don't just return this stuff back to people. Maybe if it's stolen from an individual who already purchased it, maybe they do. But I think if it's stolen from a store, then it's a police auction. Or if they can't find the owner, like sometimes vehicles, they're not able to determine who the vehicle was purchased by, or if it was purchased by the criminal itself and all of their assets were seized. But you guys let me know, how wild is this? And what would you do if you stumbled upon a garage or a storage unit per se that had $300,000 worth of Lego? And if it was stolen and you knew it was stolen, would you return it or would you keep it? That's gonna let me know what kind of character you guys have. Yeah. Let me say, for myself, you would buy it, Macro. So I don't know if you've ever seen this or if you've done this. Sometimes when a storage unit has been left unpaid, so they'll sell off the storage units in like an auction, and so you can get something for like, you can get a whole storage unit for like $200, and you have to determine if it's worth it. So there have been people who have found like really good comics. I don't know about Lego though. Comics are very easy to hide within like estate sales and storage unit sales. You're kind of shady, more so if you know no one is looking. That means you lack integrity. Because you gotta do the good thing, or you gotta do something good even when no one's looking. That's when it counts the most. You guys are wild. But I'm just thinking, like, imagine going to someone's house or something and walking in, there's just all this Lego. I mean, sure, some of you go home or go into your garage and this is what it looks like, though. But just like unopened. Wow. I'm not even like itching to build all of this. Like, imagining myself like in a space, I'd be like, oh, I want to build all, like, just like having it, I think is super cool. So that's kind of why I want to maybe transition to owning a small Lego retail store, maybe like a third party, or bricks and minifigs, or something like that, because I think I like building in small quantities, but having Lego, I think, is sometimes it like scratch that retailer consumerist itch. Yeah, integrity is dead, buried beside common sense. Yeah, common sense is not so common nowadays. I actually wanted to start a different channel called Uncommon Sense, because yeah, like it's not common at all. Just a few other things that we can chat here. Good streams, great topics. Thanks. Lego ideas or icons. NASA Artemis space launch system revealed. Now it says revealed, but I think it's because somebody leaked it, and the Lego or the LAN was probably like, okay, you guys can talk about it now. This is often what happens. A lot of times something gets leaked right around the embargo being up. I think if you really like space, you really like NASA, this is cool. I would have to see more what's going on inside of here. Oh, okay, a Lego store leaked it at the Taoyuan International Airport in Taipei, Taiwan. Excuse me. Has put out the upcoming Lego icon set. The set contains 3,601 pieces and includes the Artemis 1 shuttle with 2 boosters, along with the service structure and the launch tower. There's no word on the pricing or launch date yet at this time. So I guess because a Lego store put it out and someone was able to photograph it, then that means it's technically not a leak. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how the Brick Fan is able to have this up. This is coming from Reddit. Let me see, where does it link to? Reddit. Oh, our Lego. Interesting. And not our Lego leaks. We also have a couple of projects that have reached 10,000 supporters. So let's talk about them real quick. These couple projects that have reached 10,000 supporters. It's been a while since we talked about them, so let's get into it. We have the Crescent Moon rock sculpture that reached 10,000 supporters. This looks to me oddly similar to the new Ninjago set that came out not too long ago that all the influencers were promoting. I don't know, this, yeah, it just feels eerily similar. I guess there is a actual sculpture that is real and is the same. Okay, so here's an actual sculpture that inspired it. That's pretty darn cool. I like that. So this is the Lego version. And then here's a few more photos of it. pretty cool. I could see it being an idea set, just the way that Lego has been going, their direction. We also have the Canal Houseboat, reached 10,000 supporters. And here it is. Based on the flag. Ooh, that's horizontal. I want to say it's French. But I actually think the French flag might have the stripes going vertically. You guys have to help me as the stupid American. You have to help me with my geography. I'm trying to think about what country that flag is, but maybe it's, no, it's not. I don't think it's Dutch. Could it be? A lot of canals over there. This is by Jonas Cram. 1,200 pieces. And it's minifigure scale. We love anything minifigure scale. Also, does it float? That's the other good question. Okay. And it's cute. It's cute. Everyone loves a good boat. So many people have water features in their Lego city, so this could be there. It's nice. And you ride your little bike up there, and then now you're in the house. You're in the house. Is this the wife? Because there's only one room, and this looks like a queen size bed. So where does the captain sleep? These are my questions. If you're gonna make it realistic and minifig scale, it's gotta make sense to the story. What the heck is going on here? Who are these two figures to each other? You know, is he just the captain? Does he go home? Or does he live here with her as she's eating her cookie and watering her plants? There's also a fish on the wall, which I could see that being a thing. And yeah, so that's it for that segment of recent projects that have reached 10,000 supporters. Let me check on that time. It's after 5. My friendly neighborhood exterminator, it seems to be done. He didn't say anything. Maybe he saw me streaming. He didn't want to bother. But he went ahead and... Hold up. Seems like he did what he needed to do and he left. Cool. No skin off my back. He did his job. I'm doing my job. It's being here every Thursday, like I said, barring sickness or travel. Okay, so let's talk about tomorrow. Let me actually give me 1 second. Let me see how much stuff comes up here with because I want to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Game Corner Friday. It's no longer Lego Fortnite Friday. It's now the Game Corner. Okay, and we have 2 games that we have available. We have Builder's Journey, Lego Builder's Journey, and we also have Lego Brick Tales. Okie dokie. So, I don't know. I've been really excited about Lego Builder's Journey. I would like to play that one tomorrow, but you guys let me know. You all who are here, I would love to get your opinion. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Yeah. You can also see all the other games that I play. But, so we have Lego Builder's Journey, and then we also have Lego Brick Tales. So I'll put it in a community post. You guys can vote. Should we do one complete playthrough? Should we maybe switch off? I don't think these games take too long to play as well. Brick Tales is actually really small, and judging by this might only be the the size, the space required. I think this might only be the demo version of it and not the full version. So we'll see. If it's just the demo, then I'll actually go ahead and buy it, because I don't want to play ourselves here. But yeah, so you guys let me know here, if you're still here, which one you would like to play tomorrow. Otherwise, you can vote in the community post. Yeah. And actually, I will actually do that community post right after I end the stream, because I don't want to forget. Because I keep saying I'm going to do a community post, and I forget. Alright. But other than that, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you all today. So like I said, tomorrow is Game Corner Friday, and it's a little play on Cafe Corner, Game Corner. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 4. I probably won't play too long, just because I've been dying to go to the skate park. I haven't gone to the skate park in like a week, so definitely want to get out there. I want to skate. I'll probably go skating after this, before dinner. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great time. I had a lovely time. Have a good evening. I will see you all tomorrow, mañana. Okay? Bye bye.